what's going on, guys? It's Felix featuring the Live PHIVE Channel, and today, people, I'm giving you the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view review. Now, I know it seems like a thing, but it's a thing I put on the channel because I enjoy WWE so much, and since it's the Live PHIVE, content 7 days a week, 365 a year, you don't have to worry unless things happen, because sometimes things happen, but things won't happen anymore and any further. But let me continue on the first match on the match card. And now this is the kickoff show, and Hell in a Cell had a really good match card actually, because in WWE now there's a whole bunch of contenders. It isn't just random people or random throwaway people. That's in the WWE. They're actually people who want to contend. Excuse me, that was just disgusting. But first, on the kickoff match, we have Cesaro, Neville, and Dolph Ziggler versus King Barrett, Sheamus, and Rusev. Now, I know this seems like a weird match to be on kickoff. Now, I know this seems like a weird match in general. But all in all, you can see it as two sides. It can either be really bad or really good, because Cesaro is not a bad contender. He actually faced Seth Rollins, but he lost against Seth Rollins. But he faced Seth Rollins in a challenge of his life on Friday Night SmackDown and did really well. But you're teaming up with Neville and Dolph Ziggler, who are they kind of hiding underneath the bezel in WWE, and you're just like, what's going on here? And King Barrett has always been the ass of everyone's joke. Sheamus, he has the Money in the Bank contract, but he doesn't even cash it in. I mean, Seth Rollins is someone to cash it in on. He's a contender. He's a champion. Which is something I don't understand, because, wow, bruh, like, what the hell are you doing? And then Rusev with the whole relationship thing. By the way, great on your engagement with Lana. I appreciate that. You're a good dude. Now, anyway, Cesaro, Neville, and Dolph Ziggler captured the win, of course. They actually did it in great measures, you know, letting everyone get their finisher in, and Neville going off the top rope, hitting his finisher, the Red Arrow. But this match gets like a 3. I'm only giving it a 3 because it's celebratory. I mean, it was boring. It was a kickoff match, and it was hella boring. Like, bruh, like, give me a break here. You have to really craft yourself into the WWE to really, like, be something, and you wasn't anything. You wasn't anything but a tool. Sorry, it's just how I feel, you know? Now the next match is one of really truly exciting measures, because it is your boy, you already know the boy. What's her name? It's John Cena. Now everybody's like, oh, John Cena. What the hell ever. Get over it. John Cena is a really good champion. John Cena goes out there every night with the mantra, if you want some, come get some. And he didn't even walk out into Hell in a Cell pay-per-view going, well man, I'm gonna do this and do that. And you know how his speeches usually end to be like 5 to 10 minutes. He said, let's just get on out the way. If you want some, come get some. And then you saw someone wheel up out there with Zeb Coulter. Zeb Coulter came out, and you were like, what the hell? What the hell is Zeb Coulter out here for? Like, he's speaking on human equality? Like, when were you the man to speak about human equality? Like, you were a huge racist last time I came in. We, the American people, trying to keep all the immigrants out. But now that, you know, Donald Trump is more of an embarrassment than you are, now you want to come out here on your wheelchair and spit some crap. Okay. But, you know, he said that he had somebody in mind to take John Cena's title. Do you know who that person is? He's the Mexican conquistador who was kicking ass from 2011 to 2013, the 3-time World Heavyweight Champion. You won't believe it, but yes, it is Alberto Del Rio, and he is back in the WWE and took John Cena's U.S. challenge, and I just couldn't believe it. It was a great opening match. Like, it was a great opening match. John Cena is great. It's his match style is palatable. Like, you can taste his success. You can taste it, and you know that he's there to fight. He's not there to talk. He's not there to bullcrap. He's there to fight. But Alberto Del Rio actually showed John Cena why he was there to fight, because he was in terrific shape. He was jumping all over the ring, enziguris, kicking him, tapping, almost making Cena tap out. This was not the John Cena I'm used to seeing. John Cena used to be in the taste, in the fit of his lifetime, in the form of his lifetime. And then I saw John Cena at his weakest point. At his weakest, he couldn't even combat against Alberto Del Rio. He wasn't even a match for Alberto Del Rio. And it was slightly embarrassing to see John Cena in that state. And of course, Alberto Del Rio ironically won the U.S. title. And if you want some, come get some. And he showed that night that he wanted and he can go get it. I was at the edge of my seat. I was like, oh my God. He got the 1, 2, 3 on Cena. The last person to do that was Seth Rollins, and the person to do that was Kevin Owens, but those two were contenders. But Kevin Owens was a monster, and Seth Rollins has his own athletic ability, but Alberto Del Rio outshowed them too. This match gets a 4 out of 5 for me because I wasn't expecting Alberto Del Rio to come back, but I'm expecting the matches to come up in the future because either Alberto Del Rio will still fight, or John Cena is going to give up. John Cena is going to take a break and try to get a World Heavyweight Championship reign. We'll see on Monday. Now, won't we? Now, this match, I didn't expect it to be this early on the match card. Like, WWE, what are you thinking? But I knew what they were thinking. And it is the new face of fear versus Roman Reigns. And ever since Money in the Bank, Bray Wyatt's scheme was to take everything from Roman Reigns. Not even you, Roman. Not even you. Now, the promo was amazing. Bray Wyatt's promos are always great. Like, you can't deny that him and Roman Reigns' promos are great. It's like a sinister snake in a garden versus a centurion master. You know, you always have that sinister, I will take you out, Roman. Roman, you are nothing for me. And then you have the Spartan, I will take thee. You will never steal my wife from me. Yada, 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 and all that whatnot. But when Roman Reigns lost his chance to become champion, Bray Wyatt brought that ability out of him. That inner ability that Roman had, Bray brought it out of him. You can't believe it or not, but Bray brought that ability out of him. You don't see Roman Reigns doing the same thing anymore. Roman Reigns is Superman punching, spearing all over the place, hitting suplexes, dives, anything he can to take out Bray Wyatt, because Bray Wyatt isn't an easy foe. Bray Wyatt was on par with John Cena when he was facing John Cena at a time. People don't understand the ability of Bray Wyatt. They always be like, well, he faces all these foes and he's just losing. No, Bray Wyatt is the new face of fear. Understand that. It's a classic war. Hell in a Cell brought out the best in Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns, and especially, did you see that Uranagi that Bray did to Roman Reigns? He puts him through a table. Did you see that? Who else saw that? Because I saw it. I saw that carnage. I saw that halation. And Roman Reigns still trickled up. Back in the old days, they wouldn't do that. One table and it was over with. These young guys are fighting for their lives. These young guys are doing their best. And then, to pay Bray Wyatt back, Roman Reigns did put him through a table. Yes, he did. He put Bray Wyatt through a table, but Bray Wyatt broke out of it. How many tables and chairs were broken on the backs of them? It was ridiculous. You couldn't get any better than that. You just couldn't do that. This match already gets a 5 out of 5 for me because this match was tasteful. It was amazing. I couldn't believe the booking was nice. And Roman Reigns did win that match. And Roman Reigns should be now in the main event to get that championship title shot. Just think about it. Think about the promo. Survivor Series. You survived the Shield. You survived the Authority. You survived Bray Wyatt. Now, I'm going to take everything away from you, Seth Rollins. Think about that promo. Doesn't that sound nice? Roman Reigns for WWE Champion. Now, this next match, well, I forgot to add this in the concluding, but Bray Wyatt doesn't need a family. The family makes him better. But hey, that's just my opinion. But now the next match is the New Day versus the Dudley Boyz. Now I wonder why the New Day has this mantra where they're coming out there. Why are these niggas calling themselves unicorns? But the unicorn thing over their head, why the hell are y'all calling yourself that? You were 3 grown men. Putting on Twitter, put the unicorn horn up for me. Xavier Woods deserved to be put through a table. Because if you want to talk smack, you have to be about it. Now, since Xavier Woods was down, the Dudleys finally had a chance to win the titles for the 10th time WWE Tag Team Champions. Now, the New Day was angry, upset that Xavier Woods is not at their side, at their corner, because it made it a lot easier when the third man was out there, being the enforcer of the team. This was made the old days nice. It was the enforcement that they had. The New Day had a strategy. As soon as the match came up, they kept Devon in the corner. They kept beating up on him. They kept using their intelligence, because let's be honest, the New Day, whether you like them or hate them, is a smart team. They're a very intelligent team. They kept Devon in the corner, and they tried to mimic the groin headbutt. They fucked it up by mimicking that, because as soon as that happened, you got Devon going to the corner of Bubba, and when Bubba gets that energy coming, he's coming hard. He's gonna hit hard. But you cannot deny the intelligence of the New Day to keep hard, to keep it pushing, to keep everything winning. Like, I used to be a New Day, like I hated the New Day. I still don't like them, but I respect them. But they tried to be intelligent. They tried to get Bubba Ray disqualified by Kofi acting like he got hit with the trombone. Now the referee was finally being decent when he didn't disqualify the Dudley Boyz for that. But the New Day always have a trick up their sleeve. They always have something in mind for everything. And they hit Kofi with a 3D, but Kofi kicked out. Usually on the show, Kofi wouldn't kick out, but Kofi is a better athlete than you would imagine. Did you see him jump from the top rope and double drop kick the Dudley Boyz? They have ability. They have athleticism. They're just acting like children. And what the Dudleys want to do is you have to reprimand children. But they couldn't reprimand these children because the Dudley Boyz aren't smart enough. They're great fighters, they're great wrestlers, but they're not intelligent enough. If they were intelligent enough, they'd know how to beat the New Day to keep the titles, even with Xavier Woods out of the picture. By the way, the New Day captured the titles. They kept the titles. Now, the New Day won, but the Dudley Boyz are now back at the bottom. Someone else needs to try to take these titles away from the New Day, because the New Day is going to hold on to these titles as long as they can if no one's going to contend for them. It's kind of sad that you have all this ability and you can't even use it. The Dudley Boyz are 9-time WWE Tag Champs, and they can't topple the New Day because the New Day is too smart for them. But now the Dudley Boyz are at the bottom and they need to fight their way to the top. I want to see someone like Sin Cara and Kalisto, the Lucha Dragons, a tag team who can try and dominate Kofi and Big E and Xavier Woods, because if not, the New Day's holding the titles always. It's sad, but it's true. I give this match a 5 out of 5 because it was a great match. And finally black people doing something, even though it's stupid, but it's positive, so keep at it. Nice match, New Day. We're moving on to the Divas Championship match. Now, the Divas Revolution, ever since the beginning, I've been very excited about the Divas Revolution because it is something to behold. Now, you can't believe that the Divas Revolution can be something, but it is something. Because the Divas Revolution is something when they're not letting any of the Divas at ringside, and the Bella Twins using twin magic has always been a thing. But versus Charlotte, the daughter of Ric Flair, though one time Divas champion. And I'm kind of sad that it wasn't near the main event because Bayley just fought Sasha Banks not too long ago, and she was in the main event of an NXT show, which is the first time in history. And then WWE rebounds, and it's like, we're not going to put them in the main event. But of course you can't main event them over Brock Lesnar and freaking Undertaker. That's fucking insane. But anyway, Nikki Bella, for this match to be what it was, she treated Charlotte like shit. Stomping Charlotte. throwing Charlotte to the barricade, throwing Charlotte over the barricade, kicking her, punching her. She treated Charlotte like shit. She wanted that title. She wanted that title bad. Nikki Bella bleeds for that title. She lives for that title. That title is hers. She was a 300-day plus champion, the longest Divas champion in history. You could not deny the ability of Nikki Bella. But Charlotte went to war with Nikki Bella. Like, no one can say Nikki Bella sucks. She's terrible. She's bad. She's a bad wrestler. What? Are you fucking serious? Are you crazy? Nikki Bella is a monster. Do you see her fight out there? She's a monster. They're both freaking abnormal. Charlotte hit a couple of spears and took out Nikki Bella. Took her out. But she wasn't alone. She wasn't alone. She's holding the Divas division on her shoulders. Whoever holds that title, you're holding that division on your shoulders. Charlotte is holding that division on her shoulders, and Nikki Bella wants to take that from her. And she wanted that grudge match. And that grudge match was given to her, rightly so. That match was amazing. Live 5 out of 5. Once again. Charlotte hit a couple spears and took out Nikki. And Charlotte, after hitting her submission, took out Charlotte. Now, Charlotte showed why she was the true champ. Charlotte showed why she has ability. Now, that rematch may come, but I want to see triple threat match, or I want to see Paige backstab Charlotte. That'll be a good Survivor Series, because Paige came to WWE and won the Divas Champion on her first night. And Charlotte could see the real ruthlessness of Paige. Or a triple threat match between Nikki Bella, Charlotte, and Paige. That'll be nice to see. But you know, WWE needs to hire me as their match card coach. I'll make them money. Now, this was weird. Usually, ever since Seth Rollins has gained the championship, his championship matches have never been main event. They've always come close. They've always gotten there, but they were never main event. Now he faces the Demon Kane, as they always spoke about his championship history. And it's weird because it's just weird. I just can't believe it. I just can't believe that could happen to such a contender. Now, Seth Rollins, he's a great athlete, no doubt. He's a great athlete, no doubt. And the stipulation of this match was if Seth won, Corporate Kane has to leave. And Seth Rollins went into the match and did what he was told. And he shows the WWE why he is the man. Now, I do disagree that Seth Rollins he's a bad champion. He's a great wrestler. He's just a bad WWE champion. No matter how much he wins, he cannot convince me that he's a great champion. He cannot convince me that he's a great WWE champion. He's not man enough. He's not strong enough. Triple H was man and strong enough. Triple H would whoop ass, kick ass all day. He is... apparently his teachings are going through one ear and out the other, because apparently it's not working. Now, Seth Rollins came in there. Now, Kane, by all means, did not give Seth Rollins an easy match. He threw Seth Rollins around like he was a rag doll. Chopping him, kicking him, punching him, big booting him, choke slamming him. Seth Rollins did not walk out of the match full. He walked out of the match weak, stumbling. But he's still the WWE champion. And that means for the sake of Demon Kane, or Kane himself, he's not going to be in good shape in his job. He's going to get fired. But Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns is a thing. So believe that. This match gets like a 3. Overall, it was a good match, but it was a good build-up for Kane, since, it's Hell in a Cell, Kane, the Demon. It was a good build-up, but Seth Rollins isn't a good champion to me. And I'm sorry for Kane if anyone watches this, but Kane is really good. I wish someone else could be champion. Now, this match was really short. It was really sweet, to the point. It was Kevin Owens versus Ryback for the Intercontinental Championship match. Now, I'm a Kevin Owens fan through and through. Kevin Owens is one of the best wrestlers on the roster, and I will believe that he will be world champion one day. But Owens make matches what they are because he's a prize fighter. You can't bring him out on Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, and try to get him into a match and have him execute. That's not him. That's not Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is a freak. He's a monster. He's a Floyd Mayweather at best. But Ryback, even though Ryback had, claim to fame, Ryback came into the WWE and he wanted to be champion, and he wanted to be Intercontinental Champion. Intercontinental Champion is one more step to becoming World Heavyweight Champion. And Ryback wanted to make that championship what it was. To be honest with you, Kevin Owens is doing that and more. Kevin Owens is, even though he wrestles at somewhat like a fraidy cat sometimes, like a scared little girl, he ends the match like a beast, like a monster, like a presumed just amazing person. He gave Ryback a pop-up powerbomb of his life and pinned him for the 1, 2, 3. Now, you cannot lie. He didn't win by disqualification. He didn't win by cheating. He didn't win. He won by a pop-up powerbomb. In the record books, it's going to say that Kevin Owens is still the Intercontinental Champion. Ryback may want to back off next time, and there may be another challenger, but who can challenge Kevin Owens? Like, who can go out there and actually face Kevin Owens and beat Kevin Owens without Kevin Owens decimating them? Who can come out there? Neville, please. Stardust, please. Cesaro, Cesaro could be a good matchup. But think of all the wrestlers on the roster. Think of who can actually come against Kevin Owens. Randy Orton, please. Like, no one could come close to even decimating this dude. This dude is a monster. He's a freak of nature. But this match overall was like a 4 out of 5. Even though it was a great match, Kevin Owens got the win. It was still very short. It was very concise. It was to the point. Ryback has so much ability, but it was wasted on a beast, a freak like Kevin Owens. Now we come to the meat and potatoes of everything. The dead man. The man who held a huge record at WrestleMania for 21 years. He came into the WWE with one purpose: to decimate anyone in his path. Versus the Beast, the Conqueror, Brock Lesnar. His number one claim to fame was to take everything from everyone. Both of them has decimated in the past, but this match at Hell in a Cell, in the Hell in a Cell, proved to be phenomenal. Hence the irony. It was the match of the ages. Undertaker broke open Brock Lesnar, a cut above his eye. He broke him open. Can you believe that the dead man broke Brock Lesnar open again? When these two fight each other, they don't just wrestle. This is a fight. This is a fight for their lives. This is a fight for their careers. Respect versus respect. Even though it's like two dogs ripping each other apart. But both of them will respect each other at the end of the day because both of them are monsters and they beat the fuck out of each other. Undertaker got busted up, and then you saw Undertaker pulled out all of his ability. Like, I've never seen Undertaker wrestle like this, like, ever. And I watched his old matches. I've never just seen him colossally fight against someone until it was Brock Lesnar. Like, he has something to prove to Brock Lesnar. Like, you young buck, you're not going to come into the WWE ring thinking you own everything. Undertaker put Brock Lesnar through the Hell's Gate. He tried to make Brock Lesnar tap. Brock Lesnar has never tapped as I've seen. He passed out against Undertaker last pay-per-view, but he never tapped. He never gave up. His body gave up. When your body gives up, it's not you giving up your body. It's just like, I can't take this pain. I can't take it. But Brock Lesnar snapped. He became a beast, a monster, something you could never foresee. Brock Lesnar snapped after that. He started ripping the ring apart. He tried to end everything. You see those boards under that ring? Those are boards. And he ripped apart that ring, and I'm pretty sure those are reinforced. But Undertaker isn't the dead man if he doesn't rise from the dead. Undertaker rose from his sullen state of being just beaten by Brock Lesnar and chokeslammed him and put him through. I'm pretty sure Brock Lesnar has a broken rib or two, maybe a bruised rib or two, or something. Undertaker as well. He put Brock Lesnar through that wood, and then soon after that, he put him through a tombstone power driver. And then for the 1, 2, no, Brock Lesnar got up. He got up from the tombstone power driver. Like, how do you do that? How do you fathom and do that? You are against the dead man. The man who's been parading around WWE for decades as the greatest. And Brock Lesnar got up because he's the beast. And then after that, Lesnar gave Undertaker a low blow. He reintroduced Taker to something that hasn't been something in a very long time. He gave Lesnar gave Undertaker a low blow and then hit him with the F5. Bet his nuts and his pride hurt after that. And when Lesnar got down low and pinned Undertaker's shoulders, he hit him with that 1, 2, 3. Now, don't get it twisted. This wasn't a Lesnar is the best wrestler ever, or Undertaker sucks, or Undertaker's too old, Undertaker's not in his prime. No, this is respect. Undertaker got up at the end of that match, wiped himself off, and was like, everybody was like, good shit, Undertaker. You did well. This match was a 5 out of 5 for me because these colossal monsters battled against each other for the fight of the ages and came out on top. Lesnar just came out on top. This match was a great match. I respect The Undertaker, and I respect Brock Lesnar. No doubt about it. These two, I really respect their matches because it's a fight. It's not just a fight. It's to prove that you belong in the WWE. But after The Undertaker got up from his match, guess who came out to the ring? Bray Wyatt. Now, Bray Wyatt wants to become the new face of fear, and I can believe he can become the new face of fear, but Bray Wyatt, out of all people, and the Wyatt family targeting the dead man? Are you serious? The dead man isn't a Roman Reigns. He isn't a Dean Ambrose. When the Undertaker when you carve your name on the Undertaker shit list, you end up decimated. But the true foe for The Undertaker is Brock Lesnar. It's not Bray Wyatt. Even though Bray Wyatt wants to be the new face of fear, as they hoist him from the ring as he's in a casket, but a buried alive match does sound really nice. Can you think of it? A buried alive match, Bray Wyatt versus The Undertaker? Who could become the new face of fear? That could be a great idea, but I can't just see Bray Wyatt doing that. Bray Wyatt needs to stay in the card that he's in and try to become champion and stop with the charade. It's so sad, but that's what it is. Now, Hell in a Cell, the whole pay-per-view, gets a 4 out of 5 to me. It was a kick-ass pay-per-view with a lot of kick-ass championship matches, but you do have your flaws in every match. Seth Rollins was a flaw. Kevin Owens and Ryback's match was a flaw. The kickoff show was a flaw. You have little bitty flaws within the match that gives it a 4 out of 5. Now, I can't really give it a 5 out of 5, even though it was a great pay-per-view, because the outcomes and how things happen. Now, we're going to see what the future of WWE holds, and I'll be here next time to give you a pay-per-view review of the next pay-per-view, and even the NXT pay-per-view if I can get around to it. This is Felix with the Live PHIVE Channel, and I'm signing out. Thank you, guys. If you like the video, comment if you think otherwise other than my opinions, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and keep it going. See you later, guys. I'm out of here.